Sweet.
The Arena of Death. All the different big boys fighting each other. We've got an update.
Did Gotrek win?
He should have done. So Croak came 8th. Big guy came 7th. 6th?
What?
How?
Oh, well, of course Kragnos would beat him. Kragnos is the best.
He effortlessly dispatched all 3 of his group opponents, including Nagash, who was for some reason ranked number 1.
Suffering a measly total of 6 wounds in return, sure.
However, the Mighty Slayer's one but weakness, weight of attacks.
Yeah, but someone has to have done 24 wounds to him in one round of combat
Before he murders them.
before he's going to kill anyone in the game.
Yeah.
Like, who is doing 24 wounds in one go?
Well, and considering every attack they do only does 1 wound. So they have to get...
Well, yeah. So they need 24 attacks to go through.
Yeah.
Each one only can do 1 damage.
Yeah.
And
he saves 2/3 of them.
yeah, and then that will finally kill him.
I don't believe this.
Me neither.
I think he's just not a very expensive model, so they didn't want him to win.
Kragnos got a really lucky charge off. So Kragnos does a thing where you roll 2 dice, and it's like, I can't remember, but Kragnos can one-shot stuff. But does that all just do 1 mega hit?
It doesn't Kragnos' special charge thing only affect monsters? Isn't he monster fucker?
Oh, but maybe Gotrek counts as a monster. I don't know.
I mean, to be honest, we don't know most of the rules for Age of Sigmar. Okay. Doesn't actually say who beat who, which is a bit unsatisfying. So who actually wins then? Morathi, apparently. Okay. Oh, she has a wound cap. She can't take more than 3 wounds per turn. That's
interesting.
Always a very strong rule.
That's very, very strong.
That's how you beat Gotrek. By just going, you can't kill me in 1 turn.
Yeah.
I don't care if you attack me twice a turn.
Also, if she has 10 wounds, then it's like, great, now you have to survive 3 rounds of combat with me. Potentially 4.
Yeah.
Okay, that is 100% how you could beat him. Because he will do... I don't think it's unlikely that he could do 30 wounds in a single round. But if that's hard cap to 3, that slows him down a lot.
Yeah, we misunderstood this. They've got the final 8 locked in. These guys haven't fought yet.
Oh, okay.
So they've done all the group stages, and now we're down to their quarterfinals.
Right.
These are the guys who made it through.
Oh, okay, sure.
They're not out yet, and this is just their ranking. But I think Gotrek's going to have a big problem with that.
Yeah. Yeah, if she can do 2 or 3 wounds a turn.
Interesting. Who's your money on then? Still Gotrek?
Still maybe Gotrek.
Hope Kragnos loses.
What? Kragnos is the best.
I mean, he is a legendary centaur.
He's been there the whole time.
I like Croak. Croak's my fave of all those models.
I don't think he's going to win, though.
He's absolutely not going to win. I want him to. Because he's from old Warhammer.
He is from old Warhammer.
Actually, are they all from old Warhammer? Croak is.
He is.
Giant. Is he from old?
No,
he's not.
He came in.
He is.
He is.
He's always been
Kragnos,
there.
he was there before Warhammer.
Yeah. Teclis was there. Alariel was there.
Yeah.
Archeon was there.
Uh-huh.
And Morathi was there. So actually, it's just Gigante.
Only giant.
Everyone else is old OG veteran.
Has always been there. Why is Morathi called Morathi Kane now? Because now she's a god.
She's a god. The elf god of murder and war is Kane, and she is like bonded with it, and she's like now the avatar of Kane, or is half Kane, half her.
They did a magic thing that turned her into a god, and then she was like, fuck you guys, I'm evil. And everyone's like,
who'd have thunk it?
what the hell, Morathi?
The sinister snake sorceress is evil?
Yeah, it turns out she wasn't very chill after convincing a bunch of the good guys to make her be magic and to help stop Archon, and then she was like, nah, I'm going to take the power. Big citation needed on exactly what bits of that are true, but I think some of it is.
Something like that. I can't remember. We don't take Age of Sigmar lore the most seriously.
It's very serious.
Where's Malekith? He's had to be renamed for legal reasons. He's not allowed to play in Age of Sigmar till he's changed his name. Because Sigmar said, I ain't fighting Disney on this one. Because Malekith is the name of the king of the Dark Elves in Marvel.
Oh.
And they did it first. So he's been renamed to Malarian.
Oh.
And I need to check this, actually, because I got the Old World rulebook yesterday. And I forgot to check. I want to see if they've retconned Malekith in the Old World to be called that as well. Or if they're still going to roll the dice.
Oh, interesting. Because they are... No, they're not doing Dark Elves. Are they doing Dark Elves as part of the thing? No.
No.
They're like extended lore. We can get the PDF.
We can get the PDF and look for him. See if he's got his charred nub still. Old World. Dark Elves.
Oh, but they don't have any of the characters in these.
Don't they?
I don't think. Or at least the ones that I looked at, they didn't have characters.
Oh.
It's also sad that they didn't have Greaser's Goldtooth.
Oh, yeah.
I love that guy.
They did change his name in the big book for Old World. Oh, the big rulebook mentions him.
Really?
Well, there you go. He was always called Malarian.
Always.
Always has been.
I don't know. He's still going to be Malekith to me.
Yeah. For sure.
The Shadow King. It's when they do Purple World.
Yeah.
And everyone lives in the Shadow Realm.
They'll get to him eventually.
Ulgu, the Realm of Shadows.
Ulgu. Right, where were we? Oh, that. Boom. Although I've started reading through the Old World rulebook and looking through the PDFs for the armies I own. And I was working out how many points I've got in Skaven. And Skaven slaves have been removed from the army. They're not a thing anymore.
Really?
I was really surprised. Because they're like quite a fundamental part of Skaven.
Yeah.
And they were removed along with the shooting into combat rule. Skaven can't just hose down their own guys anymore.
That was like the main reason to play Skaven.
I know. My army, I've got like 60 fucking Skaven slaves that I would charge into the enemy and then shoot in the back. That's like what my whole army was about.
Oh, that fucking sucks.
I know. I'm really disappointed. Lame.
Shit.
I feel real bad for the people who bought those very expensive metal sling arms that you would glue onto your Skaven slaves.
Do you remember back when the only way you could get Skaven slaves was metal models?
Mm-hmm.
And they were great. Those were great Skaven slave models.
They were
But
very good.
when you're buying 3 of those for £5 and they cost 2 points each in the game, not good. Not good investment.
I can see someone in the chat saying they wouldn't work with the new morale system. All you have to do is give them a special rule that just says Gobbo morale. They don't follow the new morale rules.
Yeah.
Very easy to fix problems like that.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure that the...
And you can change the name as well. If you don't want to call them slaves, yeah, just call them like fodder or chaff or dregs. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's all fixable.
I don't think they got rid of it because the term slave was bad in this fantasy setting.
Just call them 0-hour contract workers. It's fine.
But can you take them as can you just take like clan rats with just no war gear?
No, they come with light armor.
Oh shit.
Yeah, because I mean, I'll have to use them as clan rats now.
What about slaves to darkness?
Well, yeah, blam. And you still get Skaven slaves in Total War, which GW signed off on.
Yeah.
You know, only 5 years ago or something, 4 years ago, whenever Total War 2 came.
Yeah, I don't think the term slave is the problem. Maybe Skaven outlawed slavery. Maybe this is before they did slavery, because it's 500 years earlier.
I feel like Skaven would have always done it.
No, I think that was the point. That someone was like, what if we just don't pay people?
So they've invented rattling guns and doom wheels, but they haven't invented, you know, unpaid labor.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. Feels weird. That's like one of the defining characteristics of how that army works.
I can see potentially like them getting rid of it, the rule, just because you could do some good combos with it. And if no one else can do that, how do you ever work out how to point cost that ability?
They managed it before.
Did they?
Skaven. I think there was like one edition where Skaven were very strong, but it's not like they've always been this dominant force in the meta.
Well, it was when they had. I think the thing that made them strong was more like Hell Pit Abominations.
Yeah, and
not
and Warp Lightning.
Yeah, and it was nothing to do with shooting into combat. Yeah, I think that kind of vibe. I don't know. I liked it. I liked that because I had a Skaven army, and I liked the trick that you could do. You had your 2 units, and you charge into stuff with your rattling gun in the middle. And as you're, playing Yahtzee with the gun,
Always fun little mini game.
If you had already rolled like a 3 and a 4, you always pushed it again.
Yeah.
Because if you roll 2 3s or 4s, then you shoot in a random direction, but you're right next to your unit. So there's such a high chance that you either just shoot the enemy or you shoot your boys, but they're already in combat.
So then half the hits go on the enemy.
Yeah, so fuck it. I don't care if I kill like 8 Skaven slaves.
Yeah.
They cost nothing. If I kill 3 of your guys,
Worth it.
amazing.
Absolutely.
Very good.
Well, that's it, because the whole point of the Skaven army is like life is cheap.
Yeah.
And if I have to kill twice as many of my guys to kill some of your guys, I'm okay with that.
Yeah. I think completely makes sense.
So honestly, I'm a bit like less excited to play with my Skaven now. Now that they're just like brown orcs and goblins.
Yeah, pretty much.
Feels bad. Also, the rattling gun's not fun anymore. None of their guns are fun anymore.
Yeah, like
It used to be that you rolled 2d6 for the number of shots, and then you could add extra dice. You could go up to 6 dice. But if you ever rolled a double, it went wrong. Which is a hilarious mechanic, like a push your luck way of like firing that machine gun.
yeah, because what was it like? I think 5 or a 6 it explodes.
Yeah.
A 1 or a 2 it doesn't fire. 3 or 4 it fires in a random direction.
Exactly. So if you wanted to go big, if you already had like a 5 or a 6 on the board, you're like, oh, now it's risky if I shoot again. And you'd lose like the 60-point model for nothing.
But did it still fire its shots?
No, I don't think it did. Because otherwise you do it every time. Well, I guess there's been 5 different editions of this rule. So
Yeah.
probably in some and not in
I
others.
feel like maybe there was one that maybe did.
But now it rolls 2 artillery dice and gets that many shots. So between 4 and 20. And it only misfires if you roll double misfire.
Wow, that's pretty reliable.
Makes it more reliable than a cannon.
Yeah.
Because you got to roll double 1 instead of single 1. In fact, it honestly makes it one of the most reliable war machines in the game.
Just a really shot together Gatling gun, famous for exploding.
And now it only explodes 1 in 32 times.
It should be if you roll on one of
6.
those, roll on the chart, and it might then explode from there.
Yeah.
But still let it fire its shots, but it might blow up because goofy Skavens.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's weird.